Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're playing Wrath of the Lich King as a troll shaman, and we are in Free Wind Post. That's right, we're back in Thousand Needles, and we're gonna complete as many quests as we can here. We have some unread mail, although we did have some of our auctions expire, which is unfortunate, but we're doing so well financially with this character that I don't really mind not selling everything. We're currently at around 1000 gold. A lot better than I expected. And that is after learning the skills. Let me open the map here. We have a lot of things to cover. Should we go west or east first? Let's go west. We can start by doing the Grim Totem spying quest. And maybe the escort. I remember there's a female Tauren that was being kept captive. To do that though, we need to climb to Dark Cloud Pinnacle. Simply checking for iron deposits, tin vein, there's some silver. Which, if I'm not mistaken, can spawn in any location that a tin vein would normally spawn. Let's use Wind Fury. That was a beautiful proc. Some iron. I'm not gonna head inside the cave though. We're not desperate for iron. If these enemies offered some experience, that would be a different story. Some are gray. I can see the Great Lift. I need to find the area where we can follow the path to Dark Cloud Pinnacle. Just realize what these names reminded me of. There was an old game, probably over 20 years old by now, called Dark Cloud, and also a sequel called The Dark Chronicle. And they had a very interesting combat system. It was somewhat action-based, also had RPG elements. Woolcloth. So this is probably the area to be in if we need to farm woolcloth. I'm going to track these two quests to have an overall overview of what we have to do. And let's buff ourselves. And use 15 points of agility. Not much else we can use. Should be enough. Oh, these are level 25. Well, that is a shame. Kill everything. We're gonna wait for the Stomper to come to us. Healing ward. No, I don't think so. Let's cast a healing spell. Recall totems. And we're good. Wait, no. Water shield. I keep saying mana shield. It's a different thing. It's a mage ability. There is some tin in the lake below. So this is the boiling lake with the annoying elementals. These stun you all the time. There's the disarm. Is she going to line of sight us? No, thankfully not. Didn't take a lot of damage though. There's a Wind Fury. 367 damage. Absolutely destroyed the poor Tauren. Document chest. How nice of them to label these. And of course the developers added a sparkle. Just in case you were dumb enough to miss it. They resist a lot. Could they have a lot of nature resistance? You know, I think that's the case. They probably have high nature resistance. Frost damage seems to be working fine. I should probably use Flame Shock. Look at all these crits. So far I feel that the Shaman is a class best enjoyed with really high critical strike rating. Or critical strike chance, I should say. Because you get to proc flurry all the time. That's going to make you swing much faster. It's a 30% increase, which means you're going to crit faster. It's a beautiful cycle. Your enemies are going to feel it's a vicious cycle though. That is a curved greatsword. Pretty awesome. You don't see weapons like this often. Not in World of Warcraft, at least. Reminds me of some of the weapons in Elden Ring. We probably need to cross a bridge to find the final document. Although admittedly I have no idea where it is. There's another area, you can see a giant totem there. No, it is here. I can see the sparkle. We have the sparkling vision. Nothing to worry about. 2 pieces of wool cloth. I keep blasting them with Earth Shock when I should be using Flame Shock. A lone Reaver is protecting it. And this is the final note. I'm going to place Call of Elements and Recall right here. We don't have a lot of hotkeys as a Shaman. Or rather, we have too many abilities and the same amount of hotkeys. I'm gonna be shuffling things around until we're in a comfortable point. This spirit, I can place that there. I think I'm going to need one more support bar for random abilities. It's a bit bizarre that we only have one rank of Frost Shock. I feel we should be getting one pretty soon. This was available at level 20. These are the Rays and Quill Boars. I wonder if it's a good idea to search for Malsin. The Ambassador of the Scourge. We cannot purge. That is fine, though. A metal stave. I don't think I like the knockdowns. There is a battle guard. I have no idea if the ambassador is going to spawn around here. Can also try to pick up a quest that we can do outside as well. There is a night elf around here. She's right there. She's on top of the hill. You know what? Since we are here, why not do that quest? Because of the new dungeon tool, we're not exactly going to be visiting the entrance of a dungeon. You would naturally complete these quests here. But with a new tool, you're simply being teleported in. Oh, that was... pretty careless. Oh, it's being healed again. We need a shield. And Fire Nova. We're gonna have to interrupt a lot here. Oh wait. Activated Wind Fury on the wrong one. This is Miriam Moonsinger, the host of evil. The Forsaken do not pass on their illness. From what I have seen, the diplomat seems to be granting undeath to would-be followers. So it's actually the ambassador that turned these into... still classified as humanoids. But the ones inside are undead. So I guess the plague is spreading. I guess he's right to be worried. So what do we need to do for Miriam is slay 8 battle guards, 8 thorn weavers, and head cultists. So basically 8 of each one.
May the stars guide you.
The battle guards are probably going to be the easiest to find. And we are level 34. I was too late. have to find Malson. And the sooner we do it, the better. There's another cultist. We can take these two. I'm not going to interrupt in case we have to stop a heal. Now we can interrupt. Getting lots of silk cloth. And as for wool, these are level 33. No wonder we're not getting wool. Mana potion. The searing totem was useful for once. I'm not even sure why I keep casting it with Call of Elements. But at the same time it could be useful in case we have to use Fire Nova. Can be used as a burst or... more likely is going to be used as an AoE. With 2 or 3 enemies, you're dealing heavy damage. You're gonna be dealing 500 to 600 damage. Split amongst all the enemies, of course. We just missed 3 times in a row. That doesn't make sense. We have a hit rating. We have 1% chance to hit. And these are lower level than us. I wonder if that's normal. Can spend a talent point. I think we're gonna... Mage Weave. I think we're gonna place 1 talent into Improved Wind Fury Totem. Well, maybe we're gonna place 2 talents. Because I do like 2% extra haste. So even though it starts at 16, now it is 18% melee haste. Oh, Malson is right there. Big damage. These enemies are pretty tough. Seeing these Wind Fury procs just makes it all worth it. And a broad claymore. We're gonna need one more shield and definitely interrupt that. Malson is down. So is everything else in this little camp. And grab the head. Drink something, yeah. Wind Fury. There it was. Look at all that silk. Is the host of evil complete yet? No, not yet. pull these two, we might have to use an interrupt. Death and Decay is probably a more powerful ability, but it's actually fine. If you're quick, you can step out of the way. One more mana potion, 5 pieces of wool cloth. That is something I want to see more of. And we have 93 pieces of silk. Look at that. Let me actually do some inventory management just for a moment. This one we're definitely going to sell. Just need to find a single cultist. Death's cultist. We're done with the Thorn Weavers. We could try crafting some of these bandages. 143. Are we going to reach 150? No. Probably not. 146, 147, just 2 points short. Oh, that was the final one. There was a sudden flicker, I'm not sure what was that about. We do want to complete the Host of Evil and get out of this area.
Elune be with you, goddess watch over you.
Elune be with us. Just over 6,000 points of experience, 75 silver. She will continue her study of the diplomat. Well, we took care of the diplomat. Of course, he just spawned right here. Would be a bit more convenient if we found him here the first time. But I guess having multiple spawn points makes it a bit more interesting and exciting. You never know where some of the quest targets are going to be. There's iron and mithril. But wait, this is not the area we should be in. This is an overlook, but we can't cross into the Grim Totem Post. We need to find the area where we can make a right and reach the Dark Cloud Pinnacle. I think we're gonna have to kill one of these battle guards. Well, maybe more than one. There's one on the hill. Even more silk. The big wind fury. How about the cultists? Can completely delete him. Why is it targeting the totem? Level 32 paladin. Let's invite these two. I would really like to do the escort quest. Are they waiting for Arnak to spawn? Probably. The paladin is hanging back. We're getting wool at least. So this is Cologne and this is Aradont. Lakata Windsong. She's the female Tauren we have to escort out of here. It will take a while. Do we have room in the quest log? Yes, we do. No longer need to track these. Oh, this is Arnak. I guess it doesn't care about the hoof. But how about the escort? Let's ask the mage if he's ready. No, he just left. It's alright. Can just started by ourselves. So Arnak thought they were going to get married. Yeah. Never mind about that. The Grim Totem will not be happy to see us escape. Expect this much. We dealt with him before. These two were really strange, though. Didn't say a word either. somewhat glad they did decide to join us. The mage, at least. I didn't want to fight for tagging some of these. Someone mentioned, even though it was on a different character, it was in classic hardcore, about how in the current version of the game, it's called Dragonflight, you get separate quest progression, and you get all the drops, all the completion, without having to be in a group with someone else, or with whoever is also tagging or interacting with objectives. And that is definitely neat. Having to fight your own faction doesn't exactly convey the feeling of a collective effort and a collective completion of objectives. So these two spawn because of the event, right? Yeah, they probably did. And we're running out of mana. Look at these Wind Fury procs. The Polished Zweihander. It's a pretty long sword. No wonder it's a two-handed weapon. Let's call these back. Fire Nova. Can't rely on AoE. I think Lakara is going to finish that one. There she goes. Cross-stitch glow. The bridge to our left goes to the main bluff. If I remember correctly, we need to escort the Tauren all the way to the very end of the path. After which she's going to head probably back to Freewind Post on her own. Forgot about the nature resistance. Let's use fire instead. Just how much silk do we have on us? 117 pieces. We're running out of inventory space. That is an accomplishment. Considering that we have 16 slot bags. We purchased 4 traveler's backpacks. 119 now. Wait a minute, Stoneclaw Totem is not going to taunt this one? So 8 yards was not enough. It felt like it should be taunting it. We have to be a bit more careful about the placement of that totem. She is still with us. Almost 8,000 points of experience for the Unholy Alliance quest. This is a one-handed weapon, which is not bad. I wonder if it's a better choice to use the Skullbreaker along with the Marbled Buckler. No, I believe we're losing intellect. The spirit I don't care about. I think we need a weapon with maybe some increased healing spells or just spell power. Is there even a plus healing? Plus healing, I guess, prefix or suffix in this. Maybe it's all spell power now. So the Earth-Living weapon does specify that it's only going to increase healing done. I'm not sure. One more target down. The copper vein. How much copper do we have on us? 22. Could use a bit more. Could always use a bit more. And I believe we're close to the end of the escort quest. There's also one more near High Perk. Or High Perch. Probably High Perch. We're gonna visit the area for some of the Windrider eggs. Free at last, she says. She can get back to Freewind Post by herself, which I'm glad to hear. Was almost stuck on the rock. Let's keep going west, and I believe this is going to be White Ridge Post. Forgot the name already. I confused this one before. The game will probably tell us once we're close. We also have a quest to get some purifying earth. This is still Snap. The test of endurance. This is the Harpy Cave. Lots of things to do still. in 1000 needles. White Reach Post.
Hail.
So this is Serpent Wild.
Ancestors watch over you.
Sacred Fire is going to require 10 bushels of the Incendia Gave. We also have to consult Magatha Grim Totem. We're gonna have to go back to Thunder Bluff.
Peace, friend.
Centaurs. This is Wislow Bearing Signer.
Time is money, friend.
Read Bear Sinker for a moment. The Hypercapacitor Gizmo.
Keep it real.
It's going to reward the Inventor's League Ring. Is this about the Cage Panther? Yeah, it is. We're gonna have to slay that beast.
Be good.
I think we can do it. One more quest to
What
complete here.
brings you
The
here?
Assassination Plot.
Go in peace.
I don't think Grey Cloud has anything to worry about.
May the eternal sun
With us on
shine
his
upon
side.
thee.
And that was the assassination attempt.
How?
We've got some leather bracers, light heel boots. This is a cloth piece. Nothing looks particularly interesting.
Walk with the
Gloves
earth,
too.
mother.
That was a male piece. We can go north. Can't remember what. Wait, I need to recall these totems. What do we need to do for the hypercapacitor gizmo? The center cage was around here, right? Yeah, it's right here. Some centers. We're gonna deal with them. And honestly, I should have come to this area at level 32 probably. Now we're 34 and many of these enemies are gray, offering no experience. And we get overall less experience. That is a cougar. One more piece of junk. Can place that here. Let's see. Enraged Panther. Damage was pretty high. But we have nothing to worry about. As long as we can cast Stoneclaw Totem. The shields are pretty awesome. You know what else would be awesome? If we run into Steel Snap. We have a Lady Paladin. The elixir is going to run out in 9 minutes. Let's squeeze as much as we can out of it. Let's try to find that hyena. No idea where it would be. I know that it can patrol through here. The centaurs do not mind this hyena pack passing through the camp. That's another beast. Immune. They are earth elementals, so they are immune to nature damage. Got it. Can use frost and fire, heavy stone, and the purifying earth. That is an iron deposit. I have the feeling that the paladin we saw was around here to mine. At level 80, I can't imagine what else they could be doing. Let's mine this really fast. Even got a jade. Probably the first jade we ever looted. Can try selling that too. Some of the gems are really expensive, others not so much. They're probably useful for certain profession items, or maybe to increase your skill. That is a copper vein. Fair enough. We're gonna run out of inventory space, right? We are filled to the brim. Can destroy these stones. They do not sell for a lot. Speak of the devil. That is still snap. And there's also some tin. Let's pull that hyena. Fire Nova is so amazing. Should have used Chain Lightning too. Completely forgot about it. So we do have the rib. Can't use much else. And one more tin vein for us. And jump. No, we couldn't reach it. All we need to do is follow the path. Unfortunate that the rock was in the way. Next up is going to be White Ridge Post. And look at that, we've completed almost everything.
What's up? Keep it real.
We're gonna hand him 2 pieces of purifying earth.
Have a good one. Be good.
A dip in the moonwell. Stop looking at me like that. I didn't say I was going to send you to Thalanar's moonwell out in the open with a dipper and a flask. Oh, Thalanar. A couple of elves there, but I don't think there's anything hostile to you. I can definitely tell you there are no guards. Now for this funny quest, we're gonna have to use this Robotron remote control near the concealed command console. And then we can use the robot to collect the moonwell water. We can pilot it directly. We're gonna do
Have
that.
a good one.
We're gonna get some experience from it. Hypercapacitor
Keep it
gizmo.
real. Be good.
Tiger probably swallowed that. Wait, it was not a tiger, it was a giant elite panther.
Keep it real.
Decent experience as well. We can use the vendor here.
Well met.
I don't need food or drink. Even though I guess we are going to need some. We're almost level 35. So we have better access. Well, we have access to better food. We're gonna have to wait for just a bit. 69%. Sell all these. We'll keep some bandages, even though we never use them. I can definitely sell this one. This Y Hunter, I'm honestly not sure about. 9 points of agility. Who knows, maybe a hunter can use something like this. We can place... yeah, we can place that here. I'm gonna keep the rod. Just in case we need to heal a dungeon. We're at exactly 1,000 gold.
Be at your back.
So 2 quests here, High Perch, the dip in the moonwell. Could also travel to Feralus for a bit to unlock the flight path. But I believe it's best if we end the episode here. We're going on for about... wait. How long have we been going on? Over an hour. That's pretty good. Accomplished quite a bit. I guess the area outside Razor and Drowns was the highlight. Managed to find the ambassador. We're gonna turn that quest the next time we're in the Undercity. Although that may not be soon. Maybe I'm gonna do that when I'm not recording. Just use Astral Recall, travel there and get back. 15-minute cooldown on this one is gonna make things easier. And who knew the hunters can travel through the twisting nether? Not that I'm complaining. Thank you for watching either way. I hope you're enjoying the Wrath of the Lich King Troll Shaman. And I'll see you in the next part. Until then, stay safe.